and then they go to jail, and that's all they know is how to break into houses. They go to jail. They may pick up another skill like how to sell cocaine and stuff. Because they get that in jail. It's so corrupt there. I mean, it's just modern day Rome. I mean, it's gonna collapse one day, and I don't know. I don't know if it happens in my lifetime. I'm gonna be like, I don't know. I'm gonna be like pretending I'm German or something. Go to Germany or Canada. I'm like, hey.
But it's not different. It's not any different in Germany. In Germany, you get money for each kid you have. Like everyone gets.
Yeah.
But I think if you don't have work, you get even more because you.
Yeah, like China. Yeah, like they were doing. Even Iran also. They had a slogan like 2 is enough, or 1 is. One is better, but yeah, China, they had tax breaks, so consider they had the severe overpopulation. So if you had no children, you get so much tax breaks and you have more money and probably even got money from the government. And that's what they need to do in the States because it's just, oh my God. And say if the parents are just drug addicts and they're not fit to be parents, and then the children, the state has to, they become a ward of the state. Those children become messed up, though. I mean, because the foster homes are run like businesses, so they don't get love, and they don't have real parents or anything, and they're like emotionally abused people. And I don't know about this country more, especially Florida. Florida, if anything, Florida is the most messed up state in this whole country, I think. There's so many weird crimes, and assaults. Babies being locked in cars, and like all the news I read, it's like a lot of it's coming from Florida. And
Plot twist: when you say "hey," you're actually saying "a." You guys are actually more Canadian than Canadians.
Wait, what?
Plot twist.
What are you saying?
well, when I say hey,
Your mind is blown. When you say "hey," you're actually saying "a," and you're more Canadian than Canadians.
When I'm saying hey, I'm saying A.
Hey.
Because there's A at the end of it, which means like guy from that game you were streaming. Hey.
I say
Hey,
hey a lot.
hey.
Hey?
About that thing, about that kids and money thingy, it's funny, in Germany, you always see like the people without work always have like 3 or 4 kids and spend all their money on cigarettes and beer.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
of
there
course.
are the people that have the money, they have like 2 or 3 kids.
Yeah,
Like,
sounds just like in the
2 or
States.
3 max.
Yeah, like in Germany, you ever see a doctor or a lawyer having 6 children? Of course
No.
not. But you see that person who has no job, probably lives in a trailer home, and they have a bunch of kids, and they could barely pay bills.
Yeah, I actually had a friend who got kids just for the money. That was
I couldn't imagine that. That is so much work, though. But yeah, these people gotta be especially stupid to do something like that.
that was really weird. I have no idea what they were thinking, but well, I mean, they did get quite a they did get quite a bit of money just for doing that. So well,
But still, I don't know, like, if my parents would tell me, we just made you because we wanted money, I'd be like, okay, get the fuck out, I'm out of here.
Yeah, that.
Get to the chopper.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Get
I would
to
feel
the
the same
chopper.
way. You know what some people did? I had this one friend, and he got this girlfriend. He was actually another friend's girlfriend. She's had kids by like 2 other people already. And so they had this baby, and and this guy Malcolm, he was a good friend of mine, but him and his girlfriend wanted me to be the godfather. It's not like a legal thing where you sign papers, but I was like, because I knew what they wanted me to do, and I was like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. And I remember his girlfriend was saying, well, you don't have to do anything. It's just if anything happens to us, then you take care of the baby. It's no big deal. I said, yeah, that's a big deal. Me taking care of somebody else's baby.
Yeah.
And what happens to you? It's not, oh, if you know, in the rare likelihood you get into an accident and you die. No, it's when you go to jail and you can't take care of the kid. And sure enough, my friend ended up going to jail because he was stealing electricity. And then I don't know, I didn't like his girlfriend at all because I don't know, she would just have babies by like these two other guys, and she didn't learn already. Like that's not a good idea. You know, and I mean, you know, not even married or anything, no real plan in life, and it's just having babies, and you know, like it's no big deal. Like don't believe in birth control. I don't know what's so hard about using a rubber. I mean, but if you trust somebody and you both in agreement that, okay, I don't want to have children, then you can move on where the girl uses birth control pills and okay, but they're just having babies like it's no big deal. And a lot of these girls, they have a baby before they even turn like 23 because they think, oh, the closer you get to 30 years old and you have a baby, the more likely your baby's going to be mentally retarded or something, which is not true. But that's what they act like. And it's like almost like a fashion statement almost. It's like you're not a real woman if you don't have a baby. So, I don't know. Texas makes me sick sometimes. I mean, but I was born and raised in California, so I grew up a little bit differently. It wasn't like how it is now here. So I feel bad for those kids. You know, their dads are losers. They just sell weed and they drive their girlfriends' cars and then they wreck them and you know, they spend their money. And then I hear about their wives, you know, because I worked at the call center selling like insurance or, you know, ordering drugs. And so a lot of women there, you know, mostly women. So I hear these stories and they're crying and I feel bad for them. But at the same time, though, I mean, I wonder what they were thinking, knowing that their husband, you know, who probably had a job just working McDonald's, who's been in and out of jail, who was on probation, this and that. Like, why do you want to have a kid with somebody who's a, you think they would have thought about a little bit, you know, like who their partner would be, but I don't know. To them, it's normal, like, oh, in and out of jail, you go into court, you know, if it's just selling drugs all the time or breaking into houses. I wish I could move though, because I have people hit my car just parking, like, you know, my car's just parked and they hit it, you know. It's not really messed up, but it hurts my feelings because my mom gave me that car before she died. But, you know, it's like, and I have to live with these people, you know, I have to consider them my equals. And a lot of people nowadays are stupid. The education system is way dumbed down now. It's like, I can't believe it, you know, they can't even spell certain words. I mean, maybe I'm just more intelligent than they are. I paid more attention to school, but I mean, I'm not like a straight A student, but wow, you know, it's like these people make me feel like super smart or something. But I think they just learn less, you know, the parents don't teach them as much. It's the parenting.
Yeah.
It's like, the future doesn't look good at all. It's like,
No, we're all fucked, and it's.
No.
I mean, I think it's okay.
No. How did you
yeah,
get
just
up
keep
there?
playing video games, because that's the only reality that matters anymore.
I mean, fuck the things that are happening. I mean, it's not like we're gonna save the fucking environment and shit like that.
I know.
I mean, I did
I
care
just
about
saved
that.
it.
I did care about that a lot, but well, it's not gonna happen. I mean, holy crap, they have like these, you know, they say that, yeah, in like 2050, we're going to cut down our, you know, oil and like fossil fuels. We're gonna cut down our usage of that like by 10%. And that's nothing. And I mean, that's in 50 years. Well, 40, but you know, still, it's like, yeah, I don't even care anymore because, well, it's just retarded, really. I mean, I don't like using that word, but anyways, that is basically like the definition of retarded. it's
Yeah, because they know what's going on, but they choose to, like, you know, keep the big oil companies in business. And,
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah, so it's the people. Yeah, people just want to stay rich, and
Yeah.
they're influencing the politicians. You know, people who can make a difference.
Well, that's the thing.
I mean-
Like Norway is like one of the best countries to live in, but well, most of that comes from our oil and shit. Like we have a shit ton of oil, and we live off of that. We just
Yeah, I would think, yeah, like Norway and Denmark. I mean, it's like they think ahead more, and but partly because though they don't have as much as, like, say, you know, the U.S. does, because we have so much. I think that's why, you know, our leaders, you know, are so wasteful and you know it's all this big money and
Oh.
but Norway doesn't quite have as much, so they have to, you know, think more and
You know-
budget the oil and
You know what?
you know,
Norway has all of the oil though. Like,
Really?
we have so much oil that, well, if the world was like coming to an end, we would still live off of our oil for like, I don't know, 10 decades. I don't know.
And your government builds like fallout shelters and bunkers and stuff too, right? Like big underground areas for people to go in if it's like nuclear war. And we don't even have that. Like, it's privatized. Like, if you have the
Yeah.
money and you have the property, okay, you can build yourself a bunker. But no, the state's not going to build one for the people. They'll build one for themselves, you know, for like politicians, but, you know, not, you know, military, but not like for the citizens.
Yeah,
You know, and
definitely.
I remember reading something about Norway, like they're still like building these bunkers because, like, I don't know, like they feel they have no choice, or like they just have to keep going and, you know, keep building them, and you know, which is not a bad idea because you never know. I mean, because you should
Oh,
plan
yeah.
for the worst. You
Yeah,
never
we
know what
have
can happen.
we have these big ass seed bags and things like that. They're like in Svalbard. So basically, you know, in minus, I don't know, million degrees.
Yeah, like an agricultural Noah's Ark.
yeah.
For all the plants.
Yeah. And that is pretty good, of course. I mean, that's not a bad thing, but it's just that, well, it's not gonna work. Like, when things go to shit, that's not gonna help us. So basically, I just give up. I, like, you know, saving the rainforest and shit. Yeah, sure, it's a good idea, but it's like communism. If not, I mean, if everyone is not a part of it, then it's gonna go to shit.
Yeah.
And that's what's gonna happen because, well, people don't care. And I mean, that just makes me demotivated, and I think that, well, sure, I'm just gonna, you know.
Yeah, it has to be like a team effort, though. If people
Yeah.
don't, if everybody doesn't contribute, then yeah, it's a greater chance of failure.
Yeah.
And yeah, and you know, and America's the worst at that because, oh yeah, if it's a tragedy, everybody could get together and wave a flag and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
maybe donate to whatever charity, but then, you know, there's always other people like those who hold on to the money or whatever. You know, they become corrupt and you know, and the people waving the flags, you know, if it's, you know, as soon as that wears off, you know, the tragedy wears off, then they go back to being selfish anyways, and, you know, it's stupid.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Let's see. Yeah.
Wow, Barry, is that like Canada land level or something? You're like riding on ice blocks
Pretty
and
much.
where are the
Welcome to
penguins?
Canada.
Yeah, mind the carrot.